Hello, my name is Vicente Montenegro. I'm 22 years old, and for me, physical health and emotional health are two of the most important topics to develop within yourself. The exercise and physical disciplines promote their it promotes a more organized routine, a healthier lifestyle, and it tends to impact many more aspects of your life. So it becomes more than something just physical. On the emotional side, no one teaches us how to become emotional intelligent. And personally, I think being emotionally educated has been one of the main things I put my energy into because it had shown me that in my life, by reading books, by going to conferences, by watching YouTube videos, I started realizing that being a more emotional emotionally educated individual has helped me to make better decisions while being basically under emotional stress or just being in circumstances where you're not in a possible positive emotional mood to say. So there there's five main topics that I would like to share to my 16-year-old, and these topics are friendship, emotional intelligence, personal development, and gratitude. Other two, gratitude to my parents and reading. Friendship for me has been something very experimental because when I was younger I used to be bullied, so it was hard to me for me to come out of that shell right now that I'm older. But in the years I've been practicing a lot on my in my social skills, and they have developed pretty well. You have become a traveler, you have become a very social person, and I think you also very charismatic. So I think friendship is a good topic to develop because um, you have well, one advice that I can give to that I have to give to you is that sometimes your friends will only insist to you to go somewhere with them because they're getting benefit from it. So from you going with them. So always keep that in mind and show a little more attitude, a little more character when you're trying to defend your position in any topic. Other topic that I want to share with my 16-year-old me is that is the importance of emotional intelligence. There is always you have to keep your a topic that you have to keep your eyes on because you as a young boy you tend to fall in love with women very quick and close, and you close to yourself emotionally to other opportunities when you're like in that heartbroken phase. And I think you miss a lot of opportunities just even with friendships and stuff like that, or just events, but for you just being like really compromised with that topic, with that sorry with that personal topic. And I believe that all the energy that you're investing into relationships, you can invest it in something that will help you in other aspects in the future, like let's say financially, like you start putting more attention into discovering financial stuff, or just um, personal things that will make you grow a little bit more in the future, you know. Other topics that I want to share with you is that personal development, that is something you have to put your attention in. You're always I know that you're always looking for leaders to of the thing you're putting your attention in. You're always looking for someone to follow, someone to answer your questions. But sometimes you have to develop that in yourself. Yeah, you become a leader, you know, that at some point you have to be that image that you're always looking for. So start putting more into you becoming a leader, and more attention into building yourself spiritually is going to bring you a lot of peace and great values. Other topic that I want to share to myself is that being grateful to my parents. Sometimes you should keep in mind a little bit more that you in some years you'll be spending a lot of time far from that, and you're going to realize all that. But you should look at your your surroundings a little bit more and be grateful for what you have, because, well, in all the time you're gonna be spending far from them, you can realize that you had a lot in with them. You know that you have house, you never lack anything. So you have to be grateful with them. Another topic will be the reading habit. The reading habit is something that always been around me. It's always been around my life, for school, or just because my parents would always give me the advice of reading and put more attention into books and all that stuff. But I never realized that importance of reading in general. Just like looking for some questions that you have, and start looking for books that you feel is they can answer those questions, and it makes you a more interesting person. It makes you a better communicator, a better person to talk with, and all that stuff, because it always gives you topics to talk about, and it always gives you answers to, like, good conversation topics, and it shows. It shows every time you talk with someone, and that, like, that person likes to read, or that person likes to develop themselves personally. So yeah, the reading habit will open a lot of doors, and it's gonna make you a lot of friendships, and a lot of ways that you're gonna start looking at life. Like, you're gonna be looking at the same concepts or your surroundings, but in a different way now. So the reading habit is a thing that you have to keep in mind. And friendships are other topic that I want to talk about, and I think I touched it a little bit earlier, but again, with friendships, it's a lot of it's a topic that I want to put more attention into, because in my past years, I've learned to give friendship a different meaning for me, and I evaluate friendship in a different way. I realize that I have to put more time into people that, how can I say it, that I'm not putting time into people that I should be putting time on, because from a book I learned that there's people that you have to spend just 5 minutes. There's other category of people that you can spend 3 hours with, and there's another category of people that you can spend a whole day talking to. And I think you have to learn to separate who you're putting your time with. And the book is really interesting because it's called The Compound Effect, and it says that all those little things, like, such as, well, not little things, but there's small decisions that we make every day that it becomes a snowball effect. That we always do every day for the, I don't know, for the past year. You were doing the same thing day by day, and at the end of the year, you see, like, the impact it makes in that little decision every day. But in a year, it says, like, it could be like, with calories, like, this day I ate this amount of calories that I considered they were not that much in that day, but if I multiply the same amount of calories by 365 days of the year, they become this amount of calories that you should not be consuming. So yeah, the compound effect basically talks about that, and it says the same thing about friendships. That spending a lot of time with friendships that don't give you a positive impact, in the future, it's gonna make you a damage. So this might be just my this is the end of the video for my 16-year-old me, and, well,